Hi, friend. I wanted to share something I wrote about smiling when you're grieving. And my brother and I talked about this years back, just that people only have a small capacity for sad stories. They can listen to you for a while, but after a while, y'all, just being honest, people don't want to keep hearing a sad story. And it's just, sad but true. People do not want to keep hearing a sad story. So, why do people smile when they're grieving? I think a lot of that's because of that. We realize people don't want to keep hearing it. Let me just go ahead and smile. And I'm sure there are a lot of other reasons, but I wrote something and I call it the smile we wear. The smile we wear. Grief is a quiet ache that doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just sits there, tucked behind the corners of our mouth as we smile for the world. We smile at the grocery store. We smile in meetings. We smile at church. We smile for the photo. And still, behind that curve of the lips is a soul unraveling. Because truth is, people mean well, but most only have the capacity for so much sadness that isn't their own. They care, but not always consistently. They ask, but not always deeply. They listen, but not always long. And after a while, you begin to notice the shift, the subtle change in their expression when you bring up your pain again, the way conversations start skipping over your grief like it's an inconvenience or a phase you should be past by now. So we smile. We smile because we know the world has moved on, even if we haven't. We smile because our pain doesn't always fit in the timeline others have set. We smile because sometimes it's easier than watching someone wince when you say their name again. We smile because it's expected, because people get tired of hearing the same sad story. But just because we smile doesn't mean we're okay. Behind every "I'm fine" is a memory we carry alone. Behind every polite nod is a moment we wish they could understand. Behind every laugh is a silence we return to when the world gets quiet again. So if you see us smiling, don't assume the ache has left. Grief doesn't end when the casserole stops coming or when the calendar flips. Sometimes grief, it just learns how to smile.